why is this Minnesota team so different this year than last year?
Anthony Edwards' development, I think, has been great. And when they had the two big guys together, it looked, as you know, Jim, it did not look good at all last year. Looked very awkward. And this year, Chris Finch did a great job bringing them together and got it to work. And they've had the full year of Mike Conley directing traffic. And this team sort of fits together. Now, I question whether they have enough shooting going forward in a playoff series. And as you know, the preparation ramps up. And so, people tend to really hone in on you in the playoffs. And I think Anthony Edwards is going to see a lot of extra defenders coming at him and saying, we don't think your other guys can make enough shots.
That team, to me, because defensively they've locked in, and I thought that this year Rudy and Karl-Anthony kind of figured some things out of how to play together, and it kind of worked out. But the toughness in which they play with, I think having Mike Conley for a full year, going through training camp, paid huge dividends. Jaden McDaniels, the job that he does on and off the ball. How about Naz Reid? A few years ago, they had questions, if you remember, Stan, about whether they were going to re-sign Naz Reid back to Minnesota and what's that been. But it's intriguing to me, kind of like OKC. We know how good they are, but are they ready to kind of mentally lock in? Can they take that? Do they have the leadership to take that next step to actually get to a conference finals and get to an NBA championship?
Yeah, no, it's tough. And you know that, teams coming up, Jim, the first time through it. This really isn't their first time, but with this whole group together, it is. It'll be difficult. I think they've got some weaknesses that people can expose beyond their lack of experience. But Anthony Edwards is the real deal. We know what Gobert is defensively. We know how much Mike Conley can direct traffic and run the show. The question is going to be Karl-Anthony Towns. What kind of health is he in, and what's he ready to give you in the playoffs? If he's back at full strength, though, that's a really, really good team.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.